And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final segment here on our Valentine's Day special episode for Under Pressure. I'm Nick Presto. Jack and Jake joining alongside me for this final segment, and we will be discussing the NBA. The trade deadline is over, the teams are official, and now we see which players will make a big impact on their new teams, which teams are possible finals contenders now, or may have just absolutely sold all their players away and are completely embracing a rebuild. So, Jake, I want to kick it off with you, our resident 76ers fan. Just say it. Here we go.
You can't see my smile under this mask right now, but I'm grinning ear to ear. We're going to insert a clip right now from Extra Point that we shot on Wednesday last week, where me and you had a little argument, and I said James Harden was going to be a Sixer for Drummond and Curry and Simmons, and you called me crazy. And that was exactly what happened. Drummond, Curry, and Simmons for Harden, and guess what?
Never happened.
Sixers now have the next Shaq and Kobe. We have two of players that are arguably the best at the position in the league right now. We have more role players. We have Tyrese Maxey, who's a budding superstar. We have Tobias Harris, who is now the third option. I mean, we got depth at positions. Like, granted, we lost Drummond and the Curry man, but it don't matter. It's all part of the process. This process is finally going to lead us to a ring. I'm sorry you're a Nets fan. I'm sorry you traded James Harden, but guess what? On the bright side, Ben Simmons has never, ever lost to the Knicks. So at least you have that.
And our resident Knicks fan, Jack. How you feeling about the trade deadline?
I mean, the Knicks didn't do anything. I kind of wanted them to trade Randall. But he's been playing better since the trade deadline. Like, I'll give him that. He has been playing better. But, I mean, we didn't do anything. Like, I wanted them to trade Kemba and Randall to just see what we have. Like, you know, give Obi Toppin some more minutes.
Yeah.
Give Quickly more minutes. Give Grimes more minutes. You know, let RJ build around him. Because he is a stud. As bad as the Knicks
he's going to be a very good player.
He's a stud. But I do want to say, Presto, James Harden is a Philadelphia 76er, boss.
All right, listen.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
All right, listen. We have Benjamin Simmons.
Benjamin David Simmons.
10.
Benjamin David Simmons.
Benjamin David Simmons, thank you. He's wearing number 10. This is Ben 10.
Yeah.
We have Ben 10, Seth Curry, and Andre Drummond now joining the Nets.
Yep.
Do you forget who's still on our team?
What,
and he's coming back very
half
soon?
of Kyrie Irving and an injured Kevin Durant?
Half of Kyrie and the greatest player in the world in basketball right now?
I mean, he's not the greatest player. He's the best player. He's not the greatest.
Well, that's what I'm meaning by that.
Yeah,
The best player in the world right now, Kevin Durant.
That's so.
The Sixers stink. You guys aren't winning a championship. James Harden's going to leave you guys in a year and a half.
Show me the stats right
You're
here. Show me the
lose-
standings right
you're
here.
gonna
Big old box. Show me where
in
the
the
East
playoffs
are.
this year. I
we?
guarantee you in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Really?
To us, and then we're going to win the championship.
I can't
Ben
wait.
Simmons Finals MVP.
I can't wait to when we pull this clip back in, like, June when the Sixers won a ring.
They think I'm crazy.
I can't wait for
I'll
that
see you
moment.
guys at the parade. I mean, everyone's welcome. I'll be
Yeah,
there.
the parade in Brooklyn.
Nah.
Kevin Durant.
The parade on Broad
and
Street.
Ben Simmons
The parade
lead
on
us to a
Broad Street.
championship. Whatever. Well, either way, we do have some other teams to discuss. We have another big player, Domantas Sabonis, now with the Sacramento Kings.
Great
also,
player. Great
Dante
player.
DiVincenzo.
Lost the trade, but great player.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Sabonis will really help De'Aaron Fox and the Kings
I
make
just
a push?
don't get what they're doing. Like, they completely just sold on a rebuild. Like, they got to try to rebuild, you know, make a more defensive-minded team. But, you know, trading for Sabonis, he's a great player, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't get why you're trading assets for a superstar or star player when you're not contending.
Yeah.
Like, if we look at the Kings, like, let's be honest, it's the NBA. No one cares about defense anymore. Defense does not win you chips anymore in the NBA. They need people who can score the ball. Granted, Sabonis can score the ball great, but he's not an all-star level, superstar level scorer. They have Tyrese Halliburton, who is a second-year player, who is a fantastic point guard, who does not turn the ball over. He literally won Rookie of the Year last year, and they traded him for an older Sabonis. What? They didn't even get any draft capital.
Yeah.
What did they get, like a second-round pick?
Yes.
If that, like, you're not getting any first, you're getting Sabonis, you're downgrading. How is the team going to be better now when De'Aaron Fox is already having a down season? They just shipped off Marvin Bagley. They finally admitted they took the L on that draft pick, picking him over Luka and Trae Young. Kings are, listen, people make fun of me all the time for my teams being a Sixers fan, whatever, 10-72. We're not the Kings.
The Kings
At
are
least
stuck
we have
in
made the
limbo.
playoffs.
They are the ultimate team that is stuck in limbo. I feel like they finish between the 9 seed and the 13 seed every single year.
They're never low enough to get that number 1 overall pick, and they're never good enough to make the playoffs.
Exactly. I feel bad for them. I really hope for the best for
They're
them.
the Carolina Panthers of the NBA.
Essentially.
Except the Panthers have made
Except
the
the
Super
Panthers
Bowl.
have made the Super Bowl in the last 10 years.
That is true. So now let's switch gears to the team that Tyrese Halliburton got traded to, the Indiana Pacers, who went all in on rebuilding. They traded away Karis LeVert, Sabonis. Surprised they didn't trade away Miles Turner, even though he had a lot of rumors go rest around him.
Maybe like teams weren't offering enough. Maybe they'll trade him in the offseason.
But Tyrese Halliburton, how do you guys think, Jake, I'll start with you. How do you think Tyrese Halliburton will now play out now that he's kind of could assert himself as the man in Indiana?
So I think Halliburton is going to take over that man in Indiana. I mean, Brogdon, he's not old, but he is getting up there. Not sure what his current contract situation is looking like, but I don't think he'll be there long term. I think Halliburton is going to be the answer in Indiana. They don't have LeVert anymore. They don't have Sabonis, so it's Tyrese Halliburton, Malcolm Brogdon, Miles Turner, maybe. They don't even have Justin Holiday anymore.
No, they traded him away.
Halliburton's got to be the future. I like what I see in him. He's a great player. You gotta hope he keeps improving every year.
Yeah. And Jack, I wanted to switch this over to you. Serge Ibaka was also traded to the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm sorry, you call him by his real name over here? Serge Ibaka.
The man used to block like 5 shots a game back in 2012 with the Thunder. But yes, he joins Milwaukee, adds some more depth to their team. So Jack, do you think Serge Ibaka can help make Milwaukee an even better team and possibly win the finals again?
I mean, obviously, the Bucks are a great team. They won the championship last year. Giannis is Giannis.
Yeah, you really can't stop the man.
And Chris Middleton's a great shooter.
Yes, he is.
It's gonna help. It's not gonna hurt having him. But I don't see it doing that much of an impact to where it's really gonna be wow, that was a great trade that they made. It's definitely gonna help, but unless he has some sort of crazy run in the playoffs or something, he catches lightning in a bottle, I don't see that anyone going back being oh wow, look at that great trade the Bucks made. Granted, he could be a reason why they won the finals again. Who knows? But I don't see that being such an eye-catching.
I see him making more of an impact off the court. I feel like his veteran presence and leadership could help a young Bobby Portis, who is already in the middle of kind of a breakout year-esque.
Do we consider Bobby Portis young anymore? Is he still considered a young player?
Bobby Portis, I believe, is 26 years old now. He's averaging 15 points and 10 rebounds. He's having a great season. So hopefully, I was going to say Ben Simmons. Hopefully Serge Ibaka will help Bobby Portis now develop into a more well-rounded big man. But one last team I really wanted to highlight is my new second favorite team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, baby. It's Karis LeVert and Jared Allen,
the Nets of
who's
Ohio.
now an All-Star. The Nets revive.
Speaking of All-Star, Jared Allen made an All-Star. If Jimmy Butler, if he opts out of the All-Star game due to injuries, who do you think is going to replace him? I think it's going to be Siakam.
I completely agree. He's having a phenomenal year.
He deserved to make it, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he deserved to make it over Jared Allen, but obviously bias aside. I think now if Jimmy Butler obviously opts out, it's got to be Siakam. Maybe Drew Holiday.
All right, boys. So for last closing thoughts here, Jake, I'm going to start with you. Which team do you think now is poised to win the NBA Finals this year? Bias aside.
Bias aside, do you see it on my sweatshirt?
I can't take it. I can't take this kid. Somebody get this kid off stage. Jack, who you got?
You're not going to like my answer.
Oh, God, here we go.
The Philadelphia 76ers.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
serious?
They literally have Shaq and Kobe. They literally have Shaq and Kobe 2.0.
You're telling me Shaq and Kobe? Did he just say Shaq and Kobe 2.0?
Listen.
Both of you said Shaq
Listen,
and Kobe.
hear me out.
Remember
Hear me out.
this.
Hear me out.
Remember
Hear me
this.
out.
They said
Hear
Shaq
me
and
out.
Kobe
Hear me out.
2.0. James Harden's going to leave them in a
Let me
year
ask
and a
you a
half
question.
with no
Preston, let me
rings
ask you a
and
question.
add 30 pounds on
Let me
a
ask you a
fat
question.
suit.
Let me ask you a
Joel
question.
Embiid is still the second best center in the NBA. Jokic is the best center in the NBA.
So let me
I don't
ask you this
stand for
question.
that. Brooklyn Nets are the best
Let me ask you a
team.
question. When Shaq teamed up with Kobe, Kobe was the number one shooting guard in the NBA. James Harden's the number one shooting guard in the NBA. Shaq was debatably the number one center in the NBA. Embiid is debatably the number one center in the NBA. It's the next Shaq and Kobe, bosso.
You could debate that James Harden's not the best shooting guard in the league this season.
You're
this
also
season,
forgetting,
in
too.
general, he is
You're also
the best
forgetting,
shooting guard
too. They still have Maxey.
We still have Maxey, who's a budding superstar. We still have Tobias Harris, who is now the fourth
Don't
option.
matter. Trust the process this, process that. Joel Embiid, James Harden, don't matter. Nets in 7. Have a good night. That's all that matters.
Yeah, wait till Ben Simmons sees in the playoffs and he gets 1 point.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
He's going to put up a triple-double on you guys.
Will he?
And with
What,
that, ladies and
turnovers?
gentlemen, this will be the end of the show here for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Go Brooklyn Nets. The 76ers are terrible. I hate them.
Timestamp this.
See you guys next time.